Welcome into Market Day Report. I'm still Scott Shellady, otherwise known as the Cow Guy. That's at Scott the Cow Guy on Twitter. He should look me up there. We put the show on the Cow Guy Clothes on there. We put a lot of stuff on there. That's a good place to go. And we're opening up a shop soon. All right, so that'll be some fun too. That should be done by the end of this month. We're only going to sell triple XL though. That's a joke. Anyway, let's move along. Let's see about what we've got going on in the corn. Let's take a look at what that's doing before tomorrow's USDA report. And I'm filling it with a little bit of levity because there isn't really a lot going on, and there's not going to be until we get this report out of the way. So September's up 2 3/4 cents, now 3 cents to 4.84, right? 4 cents off the lows, a penny and a half off the highs, but it's only a 5.5 cent range. When's the last time you've seen that? D's corn's up 2.5 cents to 4.96 3/4, and again, it's a 4 3/4 cent range there, folks, right? So, and we're only 4.96 3/4 is right smack dab in the middle of it. So not a lot going on. That's what we're going to call that, is a pretty quiet corn board. Let's take a quick peek at soybeans. Those pits used to be right next to each other. I used to do business in both of them. Let's talk about what's going on in SEP. That's down 4 3/4 cents. 13.50 is last. 2 1/4 cents off the lows and about 20 cents off the highs. All right, there you go. But we've got a dime higher move in the NOV. That's the new crop. 10 cents higher there. 13.18 is last. 10 cents ish. 9.5 cents off the highs and about 13.5 cents off the lows. There you go. That's soybeans for you, not bad. And if you're talking about new crop and out. Wheat in Chicago, 7 cents higher up front. That's SEP, 6.42 even as last. 2 cents from the highs, 7 cents from the lows. That'll give you a little bit of a picture. Dees, that's up 5 cents to 6.66 3/4, and that was the exact same price a half hour ago. So this has not really moved. So again, that's about 5 cents from the lows and about 3 cents from the highs. There you go. That's the wheat in Chicago. Let's go to Kansas City and see what's going on there. That's going to be the hard red, 9 1/4 cents higher there in that SEP contract. 7.70 3/4 is last. Again, that's in the middle of the day's range. The day's range is only 13 cents in wheat. Boy, when's the last time you've seen that? Dees is up 6.5 cents to 7.82 1/2. How about moving from Kansas City to Minneapolis to take a look at what's going on in the spring wheat? 2 3/4 cents higher there in September. 8.22 1/2 is last. 5 cents, 5.5 cents. Oh, it's 5 cents from the highs and about 5 cents from the lows. That is right in the middle. Dees, 2 1/4 cents higher at 8.37 3/4. And let's take a quick peek at cotton. We'll get to our next guest analyst. Cotton up 62 points there in Dees. That's 85.97's last. And that, folks, is 12 points from the high. Not bad. All right, let's bring in our next guest analyst, Tommy Grisafi. He's with Advanced Trading. And Tommy, it's a coincidence, but we have two in-studio guests today from North Dakota, one of them from Fargo. So there you go.
Oh, you betcha. All right, there we go. There's our Nashville greeting. You betcha.
You betcha.
Like they say, it's cold up there in the winter, but they don't make you stand outside all winter. They'll let you in. Good folks, some of the best in the world. You'd have to be to live in that climate. But camaraderie is good, and some of the best people I've met and some of the best farmers I've met in America come from North Dakota because, Scott, unlike the good folks of Iowa, spring times are short, fall times are vicious with weather, and they have to be better. They farm in sections up there, not in quarters, and it's just a wonderful place to raise a family. So there's my shout out to the good folks of North Dakota. Okay, back to markets, my friend. Some interesting things going on. The interesting things going on is that the night ranges have become quiet. If there wasn't the thought that something bad could happen on the Russia-Ukraine situation, I also think too that, maybe just thinking in my head, we've had 7 times over the last 500 days where we've had vicious nighttime spikes. Maybe the fundamentals and the charts and this and that and the funds are all bearish, and we get a up 50 cent face ripper in wheat and a up 20 cent in corn. So the volatility, the night ranges are becoming smaller. The day ranges are becoming smaller. Rain makes grain. It didn't rain perfectly everywhere, but it rained enough places. This. I sent out a text to all our clients the other day asking them whose crops were in poor shape. And it was the usual folks texting me back. These folks would text me. They could have a bumper crop. They think if they tell me it's bad, I'm going to tell you, and that's going to make the market move. Let me let you on a secret. People who constantly tell you that the crops are bad are scared to get forward sold and forward protected. And it's just the excuse to say, I forgot to sell $6.10 corn. So let me try to tell and post pictures on social media that it's all dead. My great clients love to sell rallies. Crop report tomorrow, USDA, 11 o'clock. Could be some surprises. Back to you, my friend.
All righty. Great stuff as usual. Stay right there, though. We need to go away and pay some bills. We're going to come back and talk more with Tommy Grisafi. He's in Valparaiso, not Fargo today. Valparaiso. We'll be right back after this. All right. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the livestock, right? That's the other side of the ledger. There's things that move over there, too. Let's take a look at our four-legged friends. Some furry, some not. Let's go to the live cattle first. That's the October. $1.02 higher in October. 182.72 is last there, and let's call that in the middle of the day's range. We've had, what, a $2 range? That's pretty close to being in the middle of it. So that's a $1.02 higher. 182.72 is last there. The Deese is up $1.17 and 186.67. That's live cattle. Not bad. We'll take that board, right? How about the feeders? Marching along here. It's just a slow grind higher. September's up $1.15 to 251.77, while October's up $1.35 to 253.50. And then finally, let's take a quick peek at lean hogs. We'll get back to Mr. Grisafi. Lean hogs are lower here today, but not by much. Rolling over just a tad. If I was in the pit and you called me, I'd say we're steady, a little bit easier in October. 20 cents lower there to 81.37. 80 cents lower in the Deese to 74.22. All right, Tommy, we got 1 minute. Let's bring back in Mr. Grisafi from Advanced Trading. What do you got for us when it comes to livestock? If anything, and you can go back and talk about grains if you want to, though.
I'm going to talk about the stock market real quick. The Dow Jones was up 400. It's only up 100. Let's talk hogs real quick on the speed round. You look at that front month price at 100 and you think everything's great in hogland. Look back at those back months. Those are the true margins people have to deal with. Cattle have bullish fundamentals, and those fundamentals continue. You're just not going to destroy the cattle market in one day. As long as the overall economy is doing okay and people can afford beef and we export products, we're going to be okay in that cattle market. Until we aren't, and I won't be able to send you an email when it's over, but one day this big bull market will end.
Yeah, you're right. And, to your point about the stock market, we had that CPI, the Consumer Price Index, out this morning. It shot that thing up about 400 points early, but that's because a lot of folks thought that number came in not as bad as they're fearing. But I tell you what, we're going to talk about it on the Cow Guy Close, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, shameless plug, about whether or not it's a trend or an anomaly. So you should tune in. I think you're actually going to be on today.
I'll be there. Hey,
yeah,
thanks for having me on. I'll be there.
All right. That's Tommy Grisafi. He's with Advanced Trading in Valparaiso, Indiana. He's a friend of Market Day Report and the Cow Guy Close.
Absolutely. Big contributor. Thank you.